Hi guys, welcome back. Today's video is very exciting because I am doing a Sonic mukbang. This is my very first Sonic mukbang on my channel. If you guys saw my last letting fast food employees decide what I eat, I got Sonic for dinner, and what they gave me was kind of disappointing, but their menu looks so good, and I honestly haven't had that much Sonic, so I'm like, let's do a big mukbang at Sonic. I also have a story time that I'm going to be sharing with you guys, and this is a story time from high school when I got into a little bit of trouble, so I think it's going to be very entertaining for you guys. So let's head over to Sonic and get started. Alright guys, so we've made it to Sonic. I have everything on my phone that I'm going to be ordering just to make this easier on myself, but if I see anything on the menu that jumps out on me, I'll order it. But I have a lot of stuff picked out. We are also getting a slushie because I have not had a slushie from Sonic, I don't think ever. I think I've really only ever tried their popcorn chicken and their fries. Like, I'm trying to remember what I got from Sonic when I went there back in college, but I think I mostly just stuck to their chicken. I don't know, but we got a lot. Also, I got my windows tinted, and I'm gonna be honest, I kind of miss the brightness of my car without tinted windows. When I was watching my Chick-fil-A video back, which, by the way, thank you guys for all the support on that video. Y'all have no clue how much it means to me. Like, it really does. But it just looks so bright and pretty in my car, and now with the tint, it's so much darker.
How things was choosing to use Sonic good this time? What could I give you today?
Hey there, could I get the foot-long quarter pounder coney?
The foot-long quarter pound coney?
Yes, and can I get that with, onion rings?
Yeah, you want the number 7?
Yes, ma'am.
7 coney with onion ring?
Yes.
What was your drink be?
Could I get that with the mango slushie?
Yeah.
And then can I also get a corn dog?
A mango slush, and then you want a corn dog?
Yes, ma'am. And then can I get 2 of the pretzel twist?
2 pretzel twists?
Yes.
Alright, and what is complete your order today?
I will also get a side of the chili cheese tots. And I think that's gonna be it.
2012. Thank you for choosing Sonic good.
Okay, thank you. I low-key wanted to get more, but I was like, wait, this is already a lot, right? I don't know. We'll see exactly how much food it got. Thank you. Thank you. Dude, Sonic is popping. There are so many people here. Wow.
Would you mind if we love this favor and do a diner parking for me?
Yes.
Thank you.
I want to hit this car in front of me. This guy literally has like the same car as me in front of me, except he is the XSE. Yeah, he has the panoramic roof. Oh, I'm so jealous. So we're just gonna wait on the food right here. I'm gonna turn my camera off just because I don't want it to die.
A few minutes later.
Alright guys, we have secured the bag. Hey, okay. She gave it to me like this, so I'm gonna keep it like that because I don't want to tip it over. But we are going to find parking because I'm not gonna park in this Sonic parking lot. I feel like I want blue skies behind me because it is so nice today. It's very cold, it's very windy, but it is absolutely gorgeous, like in terms of the sky. Not a cloud in sight. So beautiful. Okay, let me find parking and get set up, and we will get started. Look how big that hot dog is. Wow. I mean, it's literally a foot long, so it makes sense for why it's so big, but dang. Okay. I'm actually going to start off with this slushie, but this story time that I'm telling you guys takes place This is good. Wow. Okay, mango, amazing choice. Let me know if y'all like mango. I love me some mango. So this story time takes place in high school. I think I was a senior. Don't quote me on that. I might have been a junior, but those are good. I'm pretty sure I was a senior. So basically, this story time involves 2 other girls. One of the girls was my best friend, and the other girl was her best friend. So she my best friend had actually went to a different high school. I want to say her freshman year, and then she transferred to my high school her sophomore year. So we became good friends sometime, I think, junior years, whenever we really started hanging out. That's delicious. Oh my gosh. So me and my friend were going to hang out one night. I was going to go over to her house and spend the night. And we were just going to have like a little sleepover. And she had also invited her friend that she used to go to high school with. So this was kind of like her best friend growing up. I lived right near my best friend, so I just went straight over to her house like after school. I think this took place like on a Friday or something. Okay, this pretzel stick is way better with the cheese. Honestly, this video might not be the best video to do for a story time because I'm just going to be like oohing and ahhing over the food. Okay, anyways. Oh. Also, you guys, just to preface this video, or the story time, I'm not like trying to promote or condone anything that happened in the story. I'm just telling this to you guys because it happened to me in high school. It's meant to be entertaining. If you are young, hopefully you learn from my mistakes. Don't do the same thing I did. The girl that was best friends with my friend, she was talking about this party that she knew that was going on that night that she wanted us all to go to together. I didn't actively seek out parties to go to when I was in high school. Like, if my friends wanted to go to a party, I would go with them, but I didn't care too much for partying. I mean, I've never really been that big into the party scene. But anyways, she wanted to go to this party, and we were like, okay, we'll go to it with you. So her friend actually drives us over to her house. So we end up going from my friend's house to this girl's house, and she's like, yeah, I got some wine there. She also wanted to get ready a little bit. She didn't bring any of her stuff to my friend's house for some reason, so we drive over to her house, which is probably like a 30-minute ride. It was a good distance because, like I said, this was a friend that my friend grew up with when she was younger at her like old town that she lived in, which was like 30 minutes away. So we're getting ready and all that, and this food is so good. I'm sorry, wow. I'm like trying to eat and tell the story at the same time. This food is just so dang good. Okay, focus, Stacy. So we get ready and then we head off to this party, okay? So we go to this party, and it is a huge party. Like, it's at kind of a smaller house, like a medium-sized house, but there were so many cars outside of the house. Music was bumping. They were getting lit. And so we go into the party, And mind you, I don't know anybody there. The only person I know is my friend and somewhat her friend. I didn't know her friend that well. So those were the only two girls I knew. I already felt a little bit like, oh, this is a lot. I think my best friend's friend was drinking, and we were like kind of taking sips of the wine, but not really. So we were all pretty much sober, which is the smart way to be at parties like this. But my best friend had another girl there that she knew, and that girl was like wasted. As the night progressed, the party just kept getting like crazier and crazier. Also keep in mind, we had drove to this party. So our car, I cannot remember who took their car. I think it was my best friend, or maybe not. Maybe her friend took her car to the party. I don't know. Either way, one of the girls that I was with, their car was parked outside of the house. So things get really crazy, and all of a sudden we hear someone say,
"The cops are here."
So everyone's screaming,
"The cops are here, the cops are here."
Obviously, you know, when you're at a party and someone says the cops are here, that is not good news, because we were in high school. Most people are underaged. So that is underage drinking right there. Not good. Let me take a bite of this corn dog. I should have got ketchup. Oh, I'm so dumb for not getting ketchup. So good. Okay, so we freak out. We're like, oh no, we should have known this was gonna happen. The music was so loud. There were so many cars outside. Like, of course the cops are gonna get called. And we were just about to leave too. Like, that's the crazy part. We were going to leave, but for some reason we ended up staying a little bit longer. And of course the cops came. So my best friend's friend that originally wanted to go to the party, she had drank way more than us, and she was like, we gotta run. Like,
we got to run.
So we literally run. We run out of the house, we run through the backyard, and we are just running through this neighborhood. Like, when I tell you, it's like it was in a neighborhood, so there were a bunch of other houses in the area, and you could just run through and like cut through people's yard, because most of them weren't fenced in or anything. So we were running through, sorry, I'm like trying to sit. My legs getting a little uncomfortable. We are booking it through people's backyards. We're just trying to get as far away as we can from these cops and the house, and we're just running. We're running for dear life. I had flip-flops on. I lost my flip-flops. Like, my flip-flops were gone by the time we finally got to a resting point. So we end up hiding in some random person's backyard, and I'm thinking in my head, okay, we got to do something. We got to get out of this situation. And I was like, I can call. This is gonna sound really funny, but at the time I was in a youth group at my church. So I was like, okay, I'm going to call my youth group leader, because she was super cool. She always told us, like, if you ever get into any trouble, call me and I will be there for you. So I was like,
I'm gonna call my youth group leader. She'll come get us. We'll be okay.
But like I said, I can't remember if it was my friend or if it was the other girl, but they were like, my car is outside of that house. And I think someone had texted her, like, trying to see where we went. Someone else that they knew at the party was like, where'd you go? And they told us that they were running license plates. So the cops, I guess if like by the time the party was over and they caught everyone, whoever's car was still there, they were gonna run their license plate to see like who had went to the party and didn't show up to turn themselves in, I guess. So they run license plates, apparently. So my friend was like, my hands are so dirty. I wish I had a napkin, but it's okay. So my friend was like, I cannot go anywhere if they run license plate because that's gonna get me in way more trouble. If I turn myself in, it will be less trouble. If I run, it will be more trouble. So we're like, okay, we can't leave this situation. Sorry I didn't show you guys a close-up of this food. Those are the tater tots, if you can see. It's mostly just like chili left. But, oh. So we end up running back to where the house was. And this house was on a road, and at the end of the road was a cul-de-sac. So whenever we go back towards the house, we see a lot of teenagers from the party are just chilling in that cul-de-sac sitting there. And at the like end of the road where the house was, the cops were just chilling there. So you have all these people at the end of the cul-de-sac, all these teenagers just sitting, they're literally just sitting on the road, chilling, not doing anything. And then all the cops are at the top of the road. My best friend's friend was like, okay, let's just sit in this cul-de-sac with everyone else. So we all sit down, we're all with everyone else, and I'm thinking in my head, the cops can literally see us down here. Like, are we just waiting for them to like come down here and get us? Like, what's going on here? We should probably go somewhere where, I don't know. I didn't really know what was going on. I was so confused. Everyone was just chilling. Let me open up this other cheese sauce. Everyone was just chilling at the end of this cul-de-sac. Like I said, I guess they were just waiting for the cops to come down there, which they do. The cops end up coming. They like drive down to the end of the cul-de-sac and they literally get us one by one. The good news is they end up telling us, like, we just want you to call your parents.
Call your parents, have them come get you, and get out of here. You need to go home.
So we all call our parents. Whichever girl drove, they wouldn't let her take her car, so she still had to come picked up by her parents. So luckily we all managed to get in touch with our parents. And keep in mind, it is probably 3 a.m. If I had to guess, it was definitely after midnight. It was somewhere between, I think, 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. But I think it was on the later side of 3 a.m. So our parents had to come get us at 3 a.m. at night. So both my mom and dad come and pick me up from this random house 30 minutes away. And they were actually not as mad as I thought they were gonna be. My dad instantly made a joke about me not having my shoes. He was like,
Where's your shoes at? Oh, you're running from the cops? You lost your flip-flops running from the cops? That's what you get. You going home shoeless.
literally like the walk of shame. From when we got home, walking from my parents' car to my house, the walk of shame, let me tell you. I was so embarrassed. And my dad pretty much just like turned it into a lesson, I guess. He was like, Daisy, you know you're smarter than this. Do you really want to put yourself in a situation where you are running from the cops with no shoes on? Like, is that really the situation you want to be in? Not really. I mean, I thank God that my parents are not like extremely strict, because I feel like some parents would probably beat their children over that or something, or like go crazy. My parents never grounded us. I don't think I ever got grounded when I was in high school or middle school or as a kid. Like, we would get in trouble, but my parents didn't do that typical,
oh, you're grounded and you're not doing anything for such amount of time.
or like they wouldn't take our phones away or anything, which I actually did not have a phone until I was in high school. So I was not one of those middle schoolers that had a phone. I did not get a phone until I was in high school. So I thank God the way that my parents raised me, because I think while they did maybe a more non-conventional way of raising us, I think they did a great job raising us, and I think we all turned out pretty good. Me, my brother, and my sister. So I'm just very thankful to have parents that turned situations like that into a lesson, if that makes sense, whereas just punishing us for doing something like that. But okay, sorry, my camera just stopped. We're probably around the 25-minute mark. So this food was so delicious. I had a few people tell me to get the cheesy chili tots. These were really good. I wanted to get the cheddar bites. They're kind of like the jalapeno bites, but I've gotten that similar thing to, or I've gotten something similar to that from Burger King quite a bit, so I thought I would switch it up and get the tater tots. Everything was really good. I mean, wow. My hands are a mess, so I don't think I can do a shout out. I just replied to comments earlier, and I remember someone, I actually think I've given her a shout out before, but Sonia asked for a shout out, so shout out to you, Sonia. But honestly, thank you all so much for all the love on my Chick-fil-A video. It really does mean a lot. Y'all are seriously the best. But I think I'm gonna finish off this video. If you enjoyed it, please drop a thumbs up down below, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.